Hey, what's up, you guys? Welcome to the Nickatina Show Midnight Run. So, as most of you guys already know, I mean, today was kind of a crazy day. We had, of course, a couple of different things go down today, but obviously the main topic on everyone's mind so far is the whole Jody's Corner saga. I mean, this thing, I swear to God, I gotten the point now where it's like every time I hear that name, I just can't fucking take it anymore. It just, that name is everywhere right now, and it's so annoying.
Why did you say that name?
I know. But anyway, so he had his supposedly farewell broadcast today, and it wasn't really a farewell broadcast. It wasn't at all. It was the biggest troll of it all. He's the biggest troll of them all. I mean, it was one big, gigantic troll, and we all knew it was going to be. There was no way that he was going to give up, his show or go on a hiatus. That's not who he is, and we all knew that. Instead, I mean, he basically just, for the most part, just basically said, "This is who I am. I'm going to say what I want, and if you don't like it, then fuck off." I mean, that's basically it. And I'm sorry, but the things that he says can be very offensive and can be very rude. And that's what I'm talking about. The thing is that it's just it's a huge sign of. I mean, I could say that he's extremely immature, but at the same time, whatever he's doing is working for him. He's got 50,000 subscribers. Obviously he's making money, and I'm sure this is all he does. I don't think he actually has a 9-to-5 job. I think this is his 9-to-5 job. And I mean, that's really that. I mean, I don't want to spend too much time on this, but it's just one of those things where it's like, I don't want to talk about it. I just want to move on. But for some reason, it keeps dragging me back to it because there's just so much to talk about. And his video today was just like, it wasn't an apology. It wasn't anything close to an apology. It was just him saying, basically, just giving the middle finger to everybody, saying, "This is who I am. If you don't like it, fuck off." I mean, that's basically it. He told Ray Fisher the same thing. Basically, he called him a bitch, or a piece of sheet. I think he tries to mispronounce it so he can't get hit with using foul language. I don't know, or that's just the way he says it. I really don't know. But it was just I was on the stream with on Film Gob, and I had Fatal JA and I had Sil Abdul on there with us, and we watched it, and we all knew what was going to happen for the most part, and it happened. He just basically just did his own little thing, and I don't know. At the end of the day, it's like, I don't care anymore. I really don't. He doesn't affect my life. I don't affect his life, obviously. With the amount of subscribers that he has, how could I? But still, I mean, the fact of the matter is that there's no place for the kinds of remarks that he makes. There's no place for that. There's no place for that at home. There's no place for that out in public. There's no place for that in the workplace. And there is no place for that, especially if you're going to be broadcasting yourself on YouTube. But I mean, he feels like he can do that, and there's no repercussion really. So I mean, hey, if that's what he wants to do, that's what he wants to do. But there was plenty of content today, but I mean, just some of the stuff that he said was just way over the top, and like this one, for instance. Here, let me show you. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? Before we even dive into this, before we go head first into this whole Jody saga, and there are some other topics as well. What's up, Dr. Fate? Let's see. We got DC Extended saying what's up to Sickness, who's also here as well. What's up, Sickness? So, before we get into all that, I'm going to go ahead and post the link in the chat. So if you guys want to come on, video, no video, just audio, whatever you guys want to do, you're more than welcome to come on. these late night streams is basically just like an open forum for you guys to come on, and just talk. And that really it. And that's really it. Oh, that really it. I can't even talk right now. But it is what it is. Isn't what he said today against YouTube rules. I mean, he literally said bad things about Asian people, white people, and pretty much all communities. And he did. He said things about, I mean, it was black, white, Latino. I mean, you name it. He really covered all of his bases. He covered all of his bases today. And I think obviously he meant to do that. He set out to do that. Just to show everybody that it doesn't matter what we think. It doesn't matter, what we say. He's going to do what he wants to do. And that's what he set out to prove today, is that he wants to do what he wants to do. And that's really it. I think it's pathetic. I think it's sad, but you know what? If it works for him, it works for him. I mean, his followers were, jumping on a Film Gob stream, trying to, support Jody and talk shit to us. And, hell, if they're going to do that, they're going to do that. I mean, at least he's got loyal fans, I guess. I don't know. So I'm posting the link right now in the chat. So if you guys want to jump on, feel free to jump on and we can talk about this or any other topic you guys want to talk about. I have some things queued up for him as well, but we can always get to that later or in a few minutes, what have you. He literally says she. I know. Why does he do that? I feel like he does that because he doesn't actually want to say the name or say the word, so he can get in trouble for that, for using like all kinds of foul language. But I mean, I just wish he would have. He just should have said it. He just have said shit. But anyway, I mean, phobic. Yeah, you're not here. Okay, cool. Hassan, yo, what's up, man? But yeah, like I said, the links in the chat. If you guys want to jump on, definitely go ahead and do so. If not, we're gonna go ahead and just keep carrying on now. It's just some of the things that he said were just like, oh my god, man, really? Like, let me see. Does this work? I hope you guys can see that. Let me see. I have to go back out, then back in. Yeah, okay, there we go. Okay, so this was another line from his pre-recorded, mind you, pre-recorded video in which he, was out there to set the record straight on himself. But this one was really bad. I thought this was, it just shows you where he's trying to line up his alliances and, who he's, trying to align himself with. And I just thought it was really sad. It was just really, really sad. And before we play that, let's go ahead and add in Hassan. What's going on, man?
Yeah. What's going on, Nickatina?
Nothing much, man. Just doing a late night stream and just trying to see what's going on right now. Obviously, this whole Jody topic is a big topic right now.
Villain of the week, yeah.
It's just starting up for this stuff. But I mean, he is who he is. He's never going to change. No one's going to change him unless he suffers some kind of harsh repercussion for something that he says. But obviously, I don't know when that's going to happen or what it has to be for him to, really learn a lesson. If you want to put it that way. But I mean, what do you think about Jody? Do you think he'll ever change?
That's a very good, interesting question. I'd love to see that.
Right?
But honestly, yeah, I'd love to see that. The issue with that is that I just think he has too much of an ego boost, and he needs to be down. He needs to be taking down a couple of pegs, not just one peg, like 50 pegs or so. So.
Oh, definitely. But I mean, when that's going to happen, I mean, I really don't know. And what it's going to take for him to do that is something that, it has to be something extreme where it's going to affect his show. But at the same time, anything that happens to his show or even his character, he loves to play that whole victim role. But before we go any further, with this, let's check out this clip real quick. Because I have it queued up, and this line in particular, I thought was just almost belligerent. It was just so stupid, So here, let's just play this right now. Here we go.
I believe Joss Whedon. I believe John Berg, and I believe Jeff Johns because you lied on me.
I mean, really? Is it's like, did we have to go to those lengths? Do we have to go there?
He knows what he's doing.
I mean, he's just like he has fully embraced this persona of like, I'm the bad guy. Like, I'm going to go with what everybody, doesn't want me, what everybody doesn't like. I'm going to go for that. He's fully embraced it. I mean, if he was in the WWE, he would be a villain, and he'd be full on.
Yeah.
So here we go.
So why would I believe you accusing them when you lied on me? And we're 24 hours later and you still have it out there. You are a piece of shit and you're a bitch. I said that. My opinion, based off you lying on me, bruh, during the Black Lives Matter movement. You ain't shit, bro. And you're going to get canceled up out of Hollywood because you shouldn't get no more roles with the way you've been acting.
So, I mean,
you did that on yourself.
Exactly. And a lot of these things that are happening right now, especially with him, he brings it on himself. He's acting like a victim, but in reality, he's the one who initiates all these comments and initiates all these, these confrontations, because he just says whatever he wants to say. Now, look, I'll give him this. He's got 50,000 subscribers. He's obviously making good money off of this. So, whatever he's doing, hey, it's working for him. That's great. But there comes a point in time where you have to ask yourself, hey, man, like, there has to be a limit. Like, there has to be a line in which, like, you have to show some sort of professionalism or just maturity. I mean, to make fun of every single race like he did, it was just so over the top. Like, at one point he was talking about how when white people get out of the pool, they smell. I'm like,
oh god.
I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? My wife is white, and we went swimming today in our own pool, and when she got out of the pool, she didn't stink. So I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know. It's just those off the wall comments that just make him such a unbearable character to watch. But you know what? People like him, I guess. I don't know.
Honestly, Dean, the funny thing about all of this is I just wish Ray Fisher didn't do anything. She didn't have called him out. Maybe this thing would have just been swept under the rug. I swear to God.
I mean, it might have been. But I mean, look, Ray called him out because, I mean, honestly, if you watch the video, he says it.
I did.
He says it. He says it. Yeah, he says Gay Fisher. He says it.
He says it, and he tries to use Ye to cover it up as if we're not intelligent or something. Like, people can have ears; they can hear these things.
Exactly.
He knew what he was doing.
He knew exactly what he was doing, and even if he meant initially to say Ye Fisher, he definitely said Gay Fisher the second time because he just didn't care. And he probably didn't think anyone was going to say anything. And then once he called him out, then he realized, okay, well, now I have to go on the full defensive and also play the victim as well. When in reality, it's just own up to what you said, bro. I mean, just I think he said it intentionally so that he knew that people would come out and defend him. He knew that he could easily just use that year as an excuse, and he knew that his own followers would come out and be like, "Yeah, he said yeah. Why are you people lying?" Like, that's what he was planning for. It just didn't work out the way he thought it would. That's just it. Yeah, exactly. Intruder 1092 says he also said that he holds his breath on an elevator if there are Asian people because according to him, they smell like garlic. I mean, it was shit like that. You're like, what are you? Watching the whole video, I kept thinking, what are you doing right now? Like, what are you trying to prove?
If he tells a joke like that, he'll bump harder than Joker in his own movie. That's how bad it is.
Yeah, and it's just his comments are just they're just over the top and they're offensive, and I don't have any respect for that or any appreciation for it. But if that's what he wants to do, and DC Extended said it best in the private chat. He said he's a moron hack. Well, he is. And DC Extended, if you want to come on here, you can. It looks like your devices aren't turned on, but hey, it's up to you what you want to do. But
So I think, yeah.
go ahead. Go ahead.
I think that Andy Signor, on the other hand, is the reason why he's getting all this need to do these things. If Andy Signor actually did hold him back a bit, he would have been, maybe things would have been a lot different. But it's just like Andy Signor is just part of the problem, not even the solution at this point.
Oh yeah, no. And the thing is too is that I don't even think Andy can hold him back at this point, because I think Jody has more control than over Andy than Andy does. But you know what? I'm an outsider talking about them. I really don't want to get into their business, because however they handle themselves is how they handle themselves. So, my perception, isn't exactly fact. So I'm not going to, I don't want to say it like it is fact, if that makes sense.
I get it. I get it. It's just that,
you can even hear Andy in the background saying, laughing at Gay Fisher. No one laughs like that at Gay Fisher. Exactly. What's up, Amshri? Kit what car? I tell you, when we did the Christ and Infinite streams, he was at almost every stream that we did. Yeah, he's hardcore.
Yeah, he is.
Sickness.
He is.
I got a question. He made a pre-recorded video, but put it out live so he could still get super chats. Of course do you really think he's not going to put it out live so he can't get super chats? But yeah, it was pre-recorded. So that means that he recorded that, he watched it back and said, yeah, that's the video I want to put out there. That's the message that I want to send to everybody.
Yeah. Honestly, at this point, I'm just like, let him just keep going. He's eventually going to do something that'll come and bite him back in the ass. It's just going to come, and the bite is going to be so big.
I know. It's going to happen one of these days. Whatever it takes to do it, I don't know. But I know for a fact that it's going to happen one of these days. Oh, what's this? Hold on. Dr. Fate. Gay Fisher was clever. Come on. No, it wasn't clever. It was only clever. No, it wasn't clever at all. I can't come up with a line to make it clever. It's just you just can't do it. And then let's see. Hold on. I have all kinds of dumb shit lined up here. Let me close that. I don't want to look at his face anymore. And then of course there's his whole bit that he went on today that was just so over the top. Hold on. This right here.
The official cringe corner.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what it's become. But I guess he likes that, because otherwise it's like, So and then he went into this shit too, which was just like, I don't know where he was going with this. He was trying to prove a point, but instead he just made himself look worse, in my opinion. And that's my opinion. I believe that he made himself look worse, and that he further dug himself into a deeper hole. And he's relying on his fans to just support him all the way through this. But I'm telling you right now, this COVID thing is not going to go away. And pretty soon, people are going to start running out of money, or these jobs are going to keep being shut down. And like, he was saying it, Film Gob said it this morning. Is he going to be giving them money? Is he going to be giving them super chats? Of course not.
He's not going to do that.
No, he's not going to do shit.
He's too egotistical to do that.
Way too egotistical. So let's see. I think I had it queued up.
Here's me coming into the live stream.
Oh yeah, this
creeping.
Yeah, check us out tomorrow night in Norwoods. All right, hold on. Join with that video. Let's see if they're all. You guys in there? Can Jody hear you? Okay, hang up. All right, we'll get a quick. Let's see if we got Jody on here.
You're on Twitch.
Join with computer. Can you guys hear me? You there, Jody?
Why?
Oh, it's my issue. I can't hear me.
Because I want to.
Hold on.
Fix
this. You guys there?
What a night.
Ah, we got you guys. Jody's in the building. What up, my man?
Yeah, what's good?
Can you friggin' believe I caught him live on the stream blocking my burner account?
Bruh, Ray. Yo,
why do you need a burner account?
Exactly.
Mark and Dwayne Bennett can't take the heat. Get up out the kitchen. We on a mission. What's wrong, man? What the problem is? All we're doing is just living our lives, man, giving our opinions on these movies and shit, bro.
Bullshit.
Shit.
I mean, like you're just this innocent guy who's just, going about his life, just talk about these movies and shit. I'm sorry, but that is just the biggest bunch of bullshit I have ever heard.
As in, he thinks that he's the only one doing that. There are like 10 to 15 channels doing that shit already. Please, can we move on?
Exactly. It is, Hassan, it is complete and utter bullshit.
Man, don't bullshit me.
Bullshit.
Bullshit.
It is, and that's all it is. It's just complete bullshit. So let's see. Hold on. Here we go. And this is where he says the whole gay Fisher thing right here.
Bro, we didn't say nothing that was, vulgar or foul or nothing like that, bro. We were just keeping it up, man. And for him to block your other account, bro, Gay Fisher. Gay Fisher. I was.
He said it.
Did you guys hear that? What did you guys hear?
I heard.
Need a freelancer?
Well, we didn't hear this, I'll tell you that.
Find one in seconds. Or don't go to Fiverr and waste your time searching.
We did the Kim Kardashian Kanye West stream like the day before about him spazzing out on Twitter. And then we caught him wilding out, getting caught in the cookie jar, lying that I'm high above it all, but you watched Jody's Corner. You watching Popcorn Planet. And you got caught and you got embarrassed.
It's bad.
And then I called you Yay Fisher.
I mean,
no,
look,
you didn't.
No, you didn't. And no one's going to believe you. Nobody believes you. I don't believe him. I heard it with my own ears. He may have said Yay Fisher the first time, but he said Gay Fisher the second time. And he tried to slip it in there because he was just being stupid and probably wasn't even thinking about it. But, it's just, I don't know. It's a bunch of crap.
Damn.
Damn. It's just terrible.
I just think, I know. I just think that we should just stop giving this guy the attention. Honestly, it's just giving him more power. Honestly.
Well, and that's what I was saying today on Film Gob. I was like, dude, we're doing exactly what he wants us to do. Is to give him all the attention, to give him all the views. He basically hyped up his own little show just to come out and say, "This is who I am." What is that? Is that a rooster?
yeah. And the funny thing about this is that even if he did say the Fisher, based on what he said in the past, because of what he said in the past, any doubt of him saying this is completely gone. That's just the issue.
Yeah, I don't know why he's trying to hide it. At this point, he just should have came out and said, "Yeah, I said that, but here's why I said it," or "This is what made me say it." Because nothing's ever his fault. But it's. Intruder says, I'm not a native English speaker, but to me, the second time he said it, it's very clear. He said gay. I mean, there's no debate. He did say it.
Yeah. So, as in, he said some offensive shit in the past. So it's like anything. If he did say like the benefit of that would have given the benefit if he didn't act like that in the past. But now that he's done all of that shit in the past and he says this, it's like, we're not listening, bro. You've kind of fucked up, and you gotta own it.
Oh, of course, he completely fucked up. Let's see. So last night, I was on the same stream with Enosh Fee and Matt Jarbo, and they were up pretty late. I mean, I went to bed at 2 a.m. And he went to bed at I don't even know if he went to bed, but he signed off at 5 a.m. So I was like, oh my God. And then he had to work yesterday. He had to work this morning as well. So I don't know how Enosh is doing this right now. But let's see here. Hold on. 7 hours ago. Okay. So earlier today, he was on with the Four Nerds. Enosh was. And they also had President Abu Naz. And it was such a good show, and I'm really good friends with the Four Nerds. They put on a great show every week, and it's really you guys. It is a cannot miss show. You guys have to check out the Four Nerds. They put on a great show every week, and there is a guest that I'm actually trying to help them secure, and hopefully he responds pretty soon because we're already working on something right now. So he was on that show today. Enosh was, along with President Abu Naz, and let's go to that real quick because it was pretty epic. You know, Abu Naz, of course, was doing his rap, and you know, really, whenever those guys are on together, Abu Naz has a great time, and he makes the stream so much better. Let's see. Hold on. What's this? First time we said Yay Fisher, silent. Second time we said Gay Fisher. Yeah. I mean, it's obvious. Even if we did say Yay, it was still a negative reference to crazy ass Kanye, which is still bad. And it's right. It was still a negative comment, but does that really surprise you guys? He does negative comments all day long. Every show he wants to do that.
Yeah. So press X to doubt that one.
Hey, we do. We need the rooster on the stream. He needs his own computer or his own phone. He's got a lot to say right now. But
yeah,
he's here like, yeah, whatever. 2 years of fight for animation. Really? Animation. Yeah, well, you know. Okay, so like I said, so the Four Nerds is on today. So let's go ahead and check out what I got right here. Where is it? Four Nerds. There it is. Can you see that?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
You got the
So check this out.
Ryan Johnson disrespected him off the bullshit though. That's why I rallied to his side.
Yeah, so every single chance he gets, if you listen to Mike Zero's
What's up, Ryan?
broadcast, he always finds some way to bring up Ryan Johnson, and he always talks some sort of dirt about him just because he got so offended, so butthurt about this idiot.
Oh, they're talking about
Ryan
Mike
Johnson.
Zero. Hold on.
Yeah, but Ryan Johnson still did the dumb. What happened, brother?
Is he?
Let's see.
Directed by J.J. Abrams.
Let's see. Hold on.
Owning or becoming the villain. He's like he's trying to get that sort of role
There we go.
online, I guess, because he's doubling down on idiocy. So he's like, well, damn it! If there's no way for me to be a hero, then I guess I'm going to be the villain.
Yeah, but the villain don't get paid unless you be a villain that everybody can like and respect. See, the person that could be the villain is myself.
Oh, whatever,
Yeah.
Ryan.
Whatever, Ryan.
Fan.
How are you in the
Whatever.
chat,
Dawson
Ryan?
is a
You're
great
hosting
friend of
the
mine.
show.
How am I in the chat? Oh, what do you mean? How am I in the chat? Don't worry about how I'm in the chat. Hey, you'd be able to tell if I was in the.
All right, let's move on with that.
Embrace that, man. And I wasted damn near 30 something years of my life behind that. But now that I got the new lease, I'm embracing it. I'm embracing the people. I'm embracing their geekness, and I'm giving that love back. You know, but I'm still a toxic male. I'm still going to say whatever I need to say, whether your feelings or not. And then you can make the accurate assessment on when do I support Abu Naz or not. I'm not going to come out my face and say wild shit about gay people and this, that, whatever, blah. Not on no damn camera at the very least. You know? I mean, because your YouTube channel should not be a point of reference for politics and other stuff that's real. Like you're doing movies, reactions.
Right.
Stick to that. Right. Stick to that.
Exactly. It's and he says these things. Look, there's a lot of things that he says that if Ivan came close to saying or even said, it would never be on camera. It would never be in an open forum. I mean, there's certain things that you say, behind closed doors to, just your private friends, but you don't, I'm not, you don't just go ahead and say whatever you want to say. It doesn't work that way in the world. The world does not work that way. And I'm telling you, it's going to catch up to him because it's only a matter of time.
Yeah. It'll happen
In my
eventually.
opinion, to
It will.
escape
It will.
from all the drama that's
when they
already
start
around
getting
in the
into social
world.
commentary.
Right. Like the reason I do this is because there's already too much drama in the world as it is. We live in a
Let's see. He's jumping ahead when he
His
starts
whole
rapping.
life, well, his own father murdered almost
Okay, we're getting a little
one
serious.
area
there.
to another. I'm not.
I know he raps at one point. That was the best
everything and
part.
taking everybody out. Yes, he would
The ACS universe
said, "I'm done with this."
And you know what?
and
In
got
some
rid of
ways, I hear you, brother, because that's how I felt too. And we made a terrible mistake.
Regardless,
I'm not finding
that
it.
is it.
All right.
And there's scenes. that
Anyway, if
don't
you guys haven't seen this episode yet, oh, here we go. Here it goes. Here it goes. There he goes.
It's really important. Like,
All right.
Do I want
Let's
to?
don't wait till the water.
Zod. It's the Scott Bowler, because he told me to run it back.
Oh, here we go.
Scott Bowler, this is for you, brother. I hope you be the Riddler in the DCEU, you heard? All right, and check it. For all the haters out there, and they already know what this is.
President Abu Dhabi.
My brother Steele heard this before, but this is remix. Hip Hop Parade, the Sonic cuts back. We're getting what we want in HBO Max. The mainstream media having a heart attack. They don't know how to react. They need to fall back. Lord have mercy, because you know how we rock. We rubbing that shit in. You begging us to stop. Now, son, we're going to keep it up for a while. It's the victory tour. The Jackson 5 style. Y'all clowns spent 3 years running your mouth feckless. Laughing at the fans act kind of disrespected. Okay, now that you're returning, you mad. Well, stay mad, bitch. I'm not your dad, your mom, your grandmom, or your pervy uncle. Back the shit out till you shake like a Funko. Your ass needs to stop and go rock with the winner team because we stay at the top. Check it out. Yeah. I love when you hoes stay mad. It makes me feel good about the life choices. Release is not a cut, it's bad. You can't understand, that's why you're having a.
That was fun, actually.
So if you guys, like I said, if you had a chance, go to I believe it's on Zeverfed's channel today, and it's the Foreigners. It was a great show. You guys should definitely check it out. You know, something else that came across me, my timeline today was this really interesting video. You know, I'm a huge Star Wars fan. I don't know, Hassan, are you a Star Wars fan?
I'm just casually a Star Wars fan. I'm not really a full Star Wars fan like that. So
okay, that's fair enough. But so what this guy did was he took all the names from all of the Star Wars movies. Oh, what's up, DC Extended? What's up, man?
Hey,
what's up, bro?
Nickatina, I gotta go. Something just came up. I'll come back to see you later. You're still on, right?
Yeah, I'll still be off a little bit longer.
All right, I'll come back later. I'll see you guys later.
All right, Hassan. Yep. Hey, what's up, man?
What's up, man?
So check this out. So this came across, I should say, I came across this on my timeline, and here, let me show you this real quick, because I was like, damn, this guy's got a point. Let's see. This one, Cody. Okay, can you see that? Okay, there it is. So check this out.
This is why every Star Wars film has the wrong title. What happens in Episode 1? We meet Anakin Skywalker, the rise of Skywalker. Years later, we find out that Palpatine, leader of the Sith, have ordered an army to destroy the Jedi. Revenge of the Sith. In Episode 3, Order 66 happens and the clones attack.
Yeah.
Attack the clones. In Episode 4, Obi-Wan teaches Luke that it's time for the Jedi to return. Return of the Jedi. In Episode 5, Yoda teaches Luke how to use the Force. The Force Awakens. In Episode 6, both Yoda and Anakin die, which makes Luke the last Jedi. After the Empire is destroyed, a new Empire comes. The Empire strikes back. Come on, guys. In Episode 8, Luke trains Rey and then sacrifices himself to give the Resistance a new hope. Finally, in Episode 9, Palpatine returns from the dead, making him the Phantom Menace.
It was good. It was good. Yeah, I think he actually did a pretty good job at taking the names and applying them to each movie. I mean, it made a lot of sense to me. I don't know. What do you think, DC?
I think he did say.
Yeah, no, I think it came out really good. I think it came out really good. So, in case you didn't know, and in case you guys didn't know as well, today is actually National Cheesecake Day here in the U.S. So I pulled up this great informational video here to kind of give you guys an idea of what Cheesecake Day means, especially here in the United States, depending on where you're watching from. Let's see if I can find it though. Let's see, National Cheesecake Day. You like cheesecake? You know, I was actually going to buy a cheesecake today just to celebrate this.
I love cheesecake.
Cheesecake's amazing. But when I got off work, I was gonna buy one, but eating a cheesecake at close to 1 a.m. is a bad idea. It's not good. It has the high percentage chance that it's gonna jack my stomach up. So I figured, you know what? I'll just drink maybe a beer, and that's gonna do it. But here we go. Here's National Cheesecake Day, brought to you by ABC 7 in San Diego, of all places. So let's check this out. What's up with this?
Today only deals.
Today is National Cheesecake Day, everybody.
And to celebrate, 3 Metro Detroit restaurants are offering today only deals in the cheesecake.
Yep, at the Cheesecake Factory, you can get a slice of cheesecake for half off. The deal is for dine-in.
Ooh.
Maybe you're
Dine-in only, though. Come on.
White Castle. They're offering free cheesecake on a stick.
On a stick.
With any purchase. You can find the coupon on the value offer
mobile
page
cheesecake
website or their social media.
Cheesecake on a stick. And last but not least, Maggiano's Little Italy is giving away a free slice of cheesecake with every adult entree purchased, and the chain has locations in Troy, Livonia, and Farmington
Every
Hills.
adult
I don't think they offer
order.
cheesecake on a
So the
stick,
kids are out.
You know, I've had cheesecake before, but I've never had cheesecake on a stick.
I haven't either.
So,
It's a
of the
thing.
3, I kind of want to try the cheesecake on the stick.
So today is National Cheesecake Day. So celebrate. Well, actually, I shouldn't say today. It's yesterday now because we're past midnight over here on the West Coast in the United States. So yeah, it was Cheesecake Day. I didn't get the cheesecake. I was going to though, but I decided to save my body, save my stomach, and not eat the cheesecake at night. And yes, I agree with you. I love cheesecake. I've loved it since I was a child. I love it now. It's one of the greatest things that's ever been made. So, other than that, I mean, look, there were some other topics that I was going to talk about today, but this whole Jody's Corner thing, it really just took over. Yeah, no love for the kids, sickness. I know what you mean. No freaking love for the kids at all. Intruder says, I don't know if you have a topic or later on, but Nickatina, what's your opinion on the article from Mark Hughes? That is a very good topic, though, on Forbes possibly exploring the Snyderverse in animated form. I think that's an awesome idea because you could do so much with that. And you can take that in many different directions because you're going into an animated universe. But the question is, how much will it expand upon? I mean, how much is there to expand upon, and how much does it make his universe? How big is his universe that you can expand upon the with the animated series? But I still think it's a good idea. I would watch it. I would totally watch it if it was an animated series based on the Snyderverse. Oh yeah. You checking yourself out? So I do agree, though. I think that if HBO came out with an animated series based on the Snyderverse, I think it would be a success. I think it would be really cool, and I would just love to see it. I really would. Oh, there goes DC. Let's see what happened here. I'll be back in a minute. Oh, there he is. Hey, what's up, man?
No, I'm still here.
Right on. So one of the last things I was going to talk about was there was an article that was put up by the Culture Nerd that described how HBO is strongly courting about Emilia Clarke being Zatanna. So let's take a look at that. So, I mean, I think it's a great idea. I would love for her to take on that role. I mean, why not? She's already worked with HBO. She has I can't think of the word right now, but she's already worked with HBO, so it's not like it's a new thing for her to say, "Hey, you want to sign up for another 5-6 years?" Yeah, sure, why not? Because I mean, she's already done it with Game of Thrones, so why not? Let's see, here it is right here. So Emilia Clarke being eyed for its Zatanna role on HBO Max. Now, is this confirmed? No, it is not. But sources close to TCN have confirmed that Emilia Clarke is the front runner for the role in Zatanna's on HBO Max. I think that's a great move if they were to pull that off. I mean, you're basically starting the show, and you have an instant star power right away with Emilia Clarke, who was so good in Game of Thrones. Some people didn't like her in the show. I loved her in the show. DC, did you watch Game of Thrones? Yeah. Okay. Good. Well, I did, and I thought it was great. I thought she did an amazing job in that show. Nickatina, what is Justice League Dark that everyone talks about? The live action is the Snyderverse. Is that that is a very good question. I don't know if it's a Snyderverse. If it's connected to the Snyderverse, I want to say that it's probably going to be an Elseworld. It's going to be its own self-contained universe. I hope that it's not, and I hope that it's connected to this expanded Snyderverse, because that would just be so cool. Because I mean, let's face it, the universe that we all want to see more of is the Snyderverse. That is what sells, and that's what everybody wants to see right now. Is Zack Snyder's universe. So. Let's see. And it's extended. It comes naturally sometimes. Richard says they can explore how Darkseid has been looking for the anti-life equation and has conquered other worlds. Steppenwolf versus Doomsday, for example. Now that would be cool. That would be very, very cool, and I would be down to watch that. The thing about that is, are the new gods at war with each other? Yeah, that's a very good question. And I think she would make a nice Zatanna. Definitely. She definitely would make a nice Zatanna. Although, I will say this, though. I do see her playing Zatanna easily. Now, there is another role that I thought she would have done really well on. And at first, I was hoping they would do it, but it looks like maybe they're not, which is fine with me. I mean, but I thought she would have been great to replace Amber Heard as Mara. I mean, look at that. Who would you want to save you, Amber Heard or Emilia Clarke's Mara? I would say Emilia Clarke. I think she looks incredible. And then DC, you got a little bit of some background noise going on. Try refreshing or rebooting and see if that helps out. But no, I think that Mara, the character, is such a good character to have. And, having her in Aquaman was just, she had to be in that movie. Now, I thought Amber Heard did a good job. I would not mind seeing her there again, even though she's like, kind of batshit crazy and she shit the bed, but still, I would say that, she did a really good job with the role. But if I had the choice between Amber Heard or Emilia Clarke, I would choose Emilia Clarke easily. And then you would pair her up with Jason Momoa, a reunion from Game of Thrones. I mean, you already have all the connections that you need right there. It'd be so awesome. Epic, but we'll see what happens. Who knows? Is Apocalypse a new Genesis in the fourth world or just far away in space? That's a good question. I don't have a good answer for you. I'm going to move on. Amber is better, bro. I mean, Amber Heard is pretty good, and she's pretty hot too. And like I said, I thought she did an incredible job with that role. I mean, for the most part, you had you had Jason Momoa carrying the movie, but I thought she actually carried quite a bit of the story because she was so serious and so intense. I thought she did a really good job. I really did. I'm sorry, bro. The TV is on. Hey, it's all good, man. Thank you for being here, and thank you for coming on. That was awesome. It's a pleasure to see you and pleasure to meet you as well. I've always see you on the chats. You're always, dropping great comments, dude. No, sorry whatsoever. You are a badass. All you guys are. Sickness as well, Dr. Fate. You guys are always there, and I appreciate everything you guys do on these live streams on these shows. She'd be a good Mara, especially with all that crazy shit going on with Amber. Yeah, exactly. So, let's see. Also, Enosh was also on Matt Jarbo's show. on $3 Theater, and they had a final word on Jody's Corner. So let's go ahead and check that out as well, because I think, this could be one last thing that we could touch on before we close out this live stream. And like I said, these late night streams are just kind of short, just to kind of say what's up to you guys. Thanking you guys for everything that you guys do. I mean, honestly, we would not be here as YouTubers. We would not be here if it wasn't for you guys. And I love all of you guys, and I appreciate everything you guys do, because I've been in the same shoes you guys are, where I just watch streams, make comments, and it's fun. And, being able to do this and have the same experience, like, when I used to just be a viewer and comments, it's amazing. It's amazing to see it from the other side. And to have you guys here, it's just awesome. It's just awesome. Still hoping for Olivia Munn for Zatanna. That would be really cool. I could totally see Olivia Munn playing Zatanna. That would be awesome. Amelia Clark would be a good Barbara Gordon. I think she could. I think she could definitely be a good Barbara Gordon. The one girl that I think would be really good as Barbara Gordon and as Batgirl would be what's her name? Oh my God, I just forgot her name. She played Hermione. Somebody, please help me out here. She played Hermione Granger in Harry Potter. Anybody? Bueller? No? Well, I don't know how I'm forgetting her name. But anyway, I think she would be a great Batgirl and a great Barbara Gordon. I think she has all the qualities to do it. But I also do agree. I think that Amelia could do a very good Barbara Gordon. The only thing is, though, I think she's too old for that role. Not that she's old at all, but I think she has to be a little bit younger for that role. Let's see. Thank you, Nickatina, for... Yeah, no, Christ and Infinite Streams was amazing. And it believe me, I don't know if it's seamless way or not, but it took a lot of work to get that to go the way it did. But really, a lot of it was just planning, execution, and I'm telling you, the guys who were involved with Christ on Infinite Streams, the different show hosts, everybody came together. Everybody just did such an amazing job of working together on following the schedule, on doing what was asked. They did an amazing job, and I want to thank all the hosts that participated in Christ and Infinite Streams, from starting with obviously all the four nerds. They were right there from the beginning. Tyler from Subjective Reviews, Fatal J, Film Gob, Dave Pena, Chris Wong, Real in Motion Podcast. I mean, we had everybody in this. And I'm telling you right now, if they decide to do a Justice Con 2021, we will be back and we will do it again. We're going to run this thing back. I'm telling you right now. And I know all those guys will be down to do it again because it was so much fun. And so this next time, though, I'm hoping that we can structure the event to where we have more time to stream and that we don't stream over anything. That way it just flows together really well. But I'm really happy with how it turned out, and I thought it was a really good way to keep the fans engaged in Justice Con and to kind of keep all the fans moving through the event, one panel after another with all the different streams. I thought it just went so good. So good. Emma Watson. Yes. Thank you, Intruder. Emma Watson is who I was thinking of. I think she would play an amazing Batgirl and be an amazing Barbara Gordon. And that's just my opinion. I mean, you guys can disagree if you'd like, but that's my opinion right there. What's this? I hit the wrong button. There we go. Emma Thomas. I don't know who Emma Thomas is, unless you're trying to go for Emma Watson. But no, Emma Watson for sure, definitely. Oh yeah, yeah, Emma Watson. There you go. Exactly. No, Emma Watson would be legit. Fit right in because isn't the Smiter verse pretty much JL Apocalypse Dark? I heard that they took a lot of inspiration from Zack Snyder's Justice League in Part 2. It was supposed to be, which in a way I think that's cool, but in a way I hope they didn't, because if that was a storyline, then we're never going to get that story. Because I mean, like, what? is he gonna have to change the story? I hope not, because that was an incredible story in itself. But if we get something close to that, I think it's gonna be really, really cool. Knowing that like the inspiration for Justice League Dark Apocalypse was from Zack Snyder's story arc. I think that would just be amazing. Yes, Emma Watson, she is amazing. That was hella awesome the way you coordinated that, though, bro. Oh, thank you very much. And like I said, the whole reason why I did this, it honestly, it wasn't about the shows. It wasn't about me meeting all these different hosts, and that was totally second to the number one agenda. My number one agenda for this was one thing: was to bring everybody together. That was the number one goal. Because I told myself, I think Justice Con is such a cool event. I was like, how can I help them? And I thought about it. I was like, look, we all know each other as YouTubers. And we have all these followers, all these fans that love to watch these shows. Why not have a way where we can bring everyone together and sort of just ride the show together from one panel to the next with your favorite hosts and your favorite shows? I just thought it'd be such a cool thing to do. And it came together, and I was so happy with how it turned out. And like I said, if Justice Con, if there is a Justice Con 2021, we will be back and we will do it again. One more. I'm not even gonna say one more time. We're gonna run it back. We're gonna do it again, and we're gonna do it even better this time, even better. And speaking of Justice Con, love it or hate it, I thought it was an amazing event. I thought the girls did such a good job at acquiring all. I mean, if you look at the lineup they had there, I mean, you went from like Ray Porter to Jay Oliva to Ray Fisher to Zack Snyder, Fabian Wagner. Who else was there? Clay Enos. And then you had the art panel, and on top of that, you had the AFSP panel. You had Inks the People. They had their own panel. It was such an amazing event, and I thought the girls, the Nerd Queens, and Meg, they did an amazing job. Amazing job. And I've told them numerous times already that they should be so proud of themselves for what they did, because they put on an amazing event. It was a fan event. It was a free event, and they knocked it out of the park, and I thought they did a great job. I know that some people thought that, their interview skills weren't the best, but I'm telling you right now, when you get somebody on, unless you're a professional at interviewing, it's pretty hard. And I thought they did a pretty good job. And having to do it all day long as well, that was pretty rough on their hand. But they did a good job. I thought they did great. They did great. It was such a good event. And the thing about this too is that next year, if they do it again, like I keep saying, if they do it again, it's going to be even better, because they're going to learn from this year, and they're going to take what they learn and apply it to the following year, and it's just going to get better and better and better. Maybe three of them or more. We'll say a trilogy. But so that's a good thing you brought that up. So I would say, I think it's tomorrow, but be on the lookout. We are going to be posting a event coming up for DC Fandom. The one thing we have to figure out, though, is how the format of DC Fandom is going to be laid out. I know that it's going to be a 24-hour event, but we don't know if each little world is available all at once or at certain times, or if certain panels will be available at certain times. So that's something that we're trying to figure out. Once we get that schedule down, I would say there's a good chance that you're going to see it again, and you're going to see something very similar to Crisis on Infinite Streams, maybe even the same name. But let's put it this way. There's already a plan in the works. We will have something ready for you guys. We will have a way of you guys to watch the streams, watch the events, watch the panels, and have us there the entire time. Because, I mean, we have so much fun when we did this. All the hosts had a great time. All the fans had a great time. It's just so much fun. And I'm really glad that you guys enjoyed it. Because like I said, that was my main goal, was that to bring everybody together and to do this for the fans. And I wanted you guys to have an amazing experience. And I hope that that Crisis brought that to you guys, an amazing experience, because I mean, you guys really deserve it. After everything that we've all been through, especially all the Snyder supporters, the least Snyder Cut movement supporters, this was, you know, it was a treat. It really was. I loved it. I thought it was dope. But I was surprised Tyler didn't. Hey, but you know what though? Look, I know Tyler had that video that came out, and it was pretty divisive and, you know, controversial at that. But here's the thing though, is that, you know, he is allowed to have his own opinion, and everybody's allowed to have their opinion, and that's what makes the internet so good, is that everyone is allowed to have their opinion. Yes, even Jody's allowed to have his own opinion, and so am I, for that matter. And you know what? He decided to voice his opinion on how he felt about the topic. So you know, that was his decision. But we shouldn't roast him for it. Hey, look, I mean, that's how he felt about it. That's how he felt. You know, then that's what he said. But you got to remember too, is that Tyler has been a supporter of Zack Snyder's work, of Zack Snyder in general, and the Snyder Cut movement. He's been there. He's been supporting for so long. If you go to his channel, Subjective Reviews, you will find that all of his videos, he's always there supporting the Snyder Cut movement and Zack Snyder. He's always been a big supporter. So it's not like he's turning his back on anybody. It's not like he's defecting or he's changed. No, he was just giving his opinion. Was it kind of a harsh opinion? Yeah. I think that's safe to say, but I'm telling you, he's a great guy. He's a good guy. And, you know, you guys should really not, you know, bag on him, you know, for his video. He's a good guy. And if you check out his content, you'll understand. Tyler's a good one. He's one of the good ones. And we cannot just forget about him, because he's a good guy. And I will always stand by Tyler. He's one of my friends. We got Michael S. Yeah. All of us are up late. This is like the late night crowd. This is the last call crowd. So what's up, Michael S? Good to have you here on the Nickatina Show Midnight Run. So I'm going to be doing these. I'm not going to do it every night. I'm probably going to be doing this almost like every other night, even though I did do back-to-back nights, because it's kind of fun. And plus, you know, when I get home, my wife and kids are usually in bed anyway. So by the time I get home, it's either I eat by myself and go to bed, or I just go to bed. And so I figured, you know what? I should just be streaming. And then that will allow me to get my energy out. and then I can go to bed. That's what I tell my kids. You know, I'll tell my wife, hey, you know, let's go on a walk, or let's take the kids swimming, because it'll get their energy out, you know, and then they'll fall asleep harder. I don't know. Last night I slept pretty hard after I was doing my stream. So I don't know. Maybe it works. I just hope it didn't divide anyone further, and everyone's still good with him. I like him. No, so do I. Tyler's my friend. I'm never going to not like Tyler. But here's the other thing too, is that he does have a video coming out tomorrow. I want to say it's going to be on Lightcast. Him and Matt did a sit down, and so if you go to Lightcast channel, you'll see the video and when it's going to be released. I want to say it's tomorrow. It comes out. Like I said, Tyler's a good guy. Tyler is a great guy. Max goes to bed like I know, and he's always tired. Max is always he's always saying, "I have to go to bed. I have to work in the morning." I love Max. He's hilarious. Tyler is my friend too. Yeah, Tyler's everyone's friend. He's a good guy, you guys. I'm telling you. Yeah, he put out a video, and you know, he had kind of a harsh opinion on the event, but he's allowed to. If Jody is allowed to say these things, Tyler is allowed to express his opinion. And the thing is that Tyler, it's not like he was out there using all kinds of profanities and over the top language, or no, he was just saying, "Hey, look, this is how I felt about it." But you know, that was his choice to do that. But like I said, we shouldn't just cast him out. Tyler's a good guy. And like I said, I stand with Tyler, and he's my friend. And whatever he needs, I'll always be there for him because he's done a lot for me as well in my show. What is this? I feel like I stay up until 4 and get up at 1. Also, why are you up so later then? I don't know. I'm an insomniac. And we all are. Although I'm not as bad as my brother-in-law. He's the worst. My brother-in-law will stay up until like 4 or 5 in the morning, go to bed, and then wake up at like at 2 in the afternoon. I'm just like, dude, what? But it works to his favor because my brother-in-law, he does Uber Eats and DoorDash and all the different ones. So he makes a ton of money because he just gets up and does deliveries all day. And makes a ton of money, just like Matt Jarbo. And if you live in an area where there's a lot of people, like he lives in the city, yeah, he makes a ton of money down there near San Francisco. He wasn't being Jody. 2 hours is usually enough. I have been watching Up for a few weeks, and I'm subscribed. I'm a new fan. Well, thank you. I hope you're talking about my show. I think you're talking about my show. I hope you are. Yes, and you guys smash the like button and please subscribe to my channel. I'm trying to put out more content as much as I can. And these late night videos are going to be something that I'm going to be doing a lot more often. And that is, of course, unless my work decides to change my schedule. And if they do that, then it might change a little bit. But as it is now and for the foreseeable future, I'll be doing a lot more of these. Like I said, I'll probably do one every other day, or I should say every other night. And so that way, we just kind of talk about that daily roundup of just current events and topics that have come up, that have come across our timelines, especially in the world of DC or comic movie news. So I want to thank you guys for coming on. It's about 1:12 a.m. here, Pacific time on the West Coast. Let's see. Yeah, I'm talking about your show. I can't spell, so autocorrect tends to go crazy. Well, cool. Thank you so much, Dan. Thank you for subscribing as well. That means a lot to me. Because if I get to 1,000 subscribers, then I can start getting super chats. And if I start getting super chats, then I can start doing the Cash App. Just Cash App, baby. Cash App. And maybe then I could be like Jody.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money. Money, money, money.
Dollar, dollar. Dollar, dollar.
Anyway, that would be in the far future, hopefully near future. You never know. But on that note, let me see. Do I have anything else queued up that I need to show you guys? Well, I think that's really it. Oh, yeah. I forgot about this. Here's one more thing that I'm going to show you guys. Hold on. Share audio. Share audio tab button is one of the biggest things you have to click on when you're sharing your screen. Early on in my career here, I was very bad at not hitting that. And it would always throw everybody off. Like, what? Like, oh, man, my bad. Here we go. I think this is it. There we go. Look at Jarbo, a sexy man. So Matt Jarbo had Enosh Fee on there, and now this was after the 4 Nerd Show. And now, mind you, he was up until at least 5 in the morning, talking with me on this show because we went to bed. I mean, I ended the stream close to 2 a.m. Pacific, so that's 5 a.m. Eastern time, which I believe that's what he's on is Eastern time. He's in Michigan. And is that Eastern time or is that Central time? Anyway, we'll just say it's Eastern time for now. So he had to take his dog to the vet at 8:30 or at 8, and then he had to be at work at 8:30. So yeah. And then he did the 4 Nerd Show. And then after that, he did Matt Jarbo's show, which that just seems insane because I don't know when he went to bed, if he did at all, which I think he's in bed now because I haven't seen any action from him on Twitter whatsoever. But so this was him on with Matt Jarbo talking about Jody's Corner.
Talking to them, and he's playing this that clip where it's just like the 10 seconds and it's slowed down, but it's not the next one.
It's not the full clip.
It's not the full clip. And so it's like, you know, you can see that there's this massive defense going on. And then I looked on Andy's Twitter today and I saw he's running this like massive long thread about like cancel culture and like how he's trying. Then he ties it into hugging the cactus again because he's trying to build that up. And it's possible that that was the play. That the play was, let's make you frame you, Jody, as the victim. And then why don't we then talk about cancel culture coming to you?
Yeah.
Because that was maybe what it was yesterday. It was, you know, I'm being canceled by Ray Fisher. Let me tag Jeff Johns and Joss Whedon.
Well, in the chat, E=MCU is just said what I've been saying.
That we're in our own bubble. And I've been saying this now for quite a while. Like these YouTubers who have this immense ego, okay, they think that they are more than they are. They think that they're more relevant than they are. I mean, we go to YouTube. You're on YouTube right now watching this. I'm on YouTube with Matt Jarbo. Yeah.
I used to watch Matt Jarbo all the time.
So did I.
Important.
You know, but hold on. I used to watch Matt Jarbo. Okay, like I watched Andy Signore.
Not to cut them off or to stop them. Look at Enosh's face, poor guy. I love Matt Jarbo. as simple as he is, he's so complex, and I freaking love the guy. Anytime I'm on with him or have a chance to talk with him, I absolutely love it. I just love Matt Jarbo.
You know what I mean? These are things that I've done. These are things that you've done. We've all done these things. We've watched these things. It's been something. But here's the thing. When you go outside of YouTube, nobody knows. Nobody cares. My grandmother called me today and she's like giving me a hard time about something. And I'm like, Grandma, I need you to back off for a second because I'm dealing with some stuff that I can't even explain to you because you're not even going to understand. You know what I mean? Like I have to get into this whole thing. Well, this person said this, and then this person said this, and I made a commentary video about it. And then somebody took it out of context, and then somebody else took it, a celebrity took it and posted it to their Twitter and cut out one little part that was just a little part out of it. And now I'm being blamed for having done this whole massive campaign against somebody. And this person is coming at me and telling me they want to stick body parts down my esophagus.
Oh,
and
he did.
Forcibly,
he did say that. It was
do
like
sexual things to me.
Sexual.
So like, how do you explain that to somebody who's not in that bubble?
Well, I have a lot of experience on that particular front. I remember I went to therapy and like I had to explain to my therapist what I do and like why my mentality was as messed up as it was.
I agree
at the time, and then having to explain everything, and then she's sitting there going like, I didn't know any of this existed, and that is there's that. So I agree, Max. I see you. I'm pulling you in just a hot second, dude. I agree that there's a lot of the bubble that goes on here, but I think also what we need to realize is that it's the bubble goes both ways, and you know, us as abject critics of Jody and Andy, we look at their actions and the character that they play, because that was a big part too of what Jody was saying, was the character that he is on screen is not the character that he is off screen, and that's messing with him. And I think that's the crux here, is that the two worlds are now colliding, because now he's not just a villain, because he's playing up the role too. He's embracing the role. So is Andy. They're both playing this villain to the DCEU Snyder Cut fan base for some reason. Like, just let it go, move on, pimp away, and all of this goes away. But they're so hell-bent on making it a reality. And so, yeah, I just want to, I get it. What E=MC² is saying. I completely get it. And everything.
And here comes Max, Bad Max Mandalorian, my friend. I love this guy. He's so awesome.
Everything else,
I'm not saying it's not important. I'm not saying it's not something that needs to be paid attention to, because obviously it's a reflection of what's going on. And I agree with you. I think there's something more going on with Jody. I think there's something more there. And I think when we look at it, it's like we have to look at it for the reflection that it is of real life, and say, okay, how do we go about this? But the thing is people are going to respond however they're going to respond. I mean, I just got a notification now, this channel is trash. So you got to weigh that, like, do I care about what these people say, as opposed to the other hundreds of people who are like, hey, You called something out that needed to be called out, and you did what needed to be done.
Well, Campbell here says, why not just play a better person on screen? And I'll tell you this, dude. That's
exactly.
That is where I started on YouTube. If you've ever gone and like looked up the whole mundane Matt saga, it doesn't reward it, but like you can see transitions and everything. So, you know, the thing is, in this situation, I now legitimately feel bad for Jody's corner because I'll tell you, I don't feel like I feel like he deserved to be called out for it. But what I feel bad is the dogpiling. And that's why, like, and I know this might seem like that.
He's not remorseful at all. He just says, this is what I wasn't actually going to talk about Jody and Andy that much, except the mentality of anti-SJW and
anti-cancel culture.
Culture people that are so against it. They are the most fragile people on the earth. Ray Fisher has nothing to apologize for. There's no lawsuit that's there for him saying he's disappointed and they should be better. I don't know his exact. I'd have to bring up his exact words. They should be ashamed. They should be ashamed. That's not cancel culture. See, this is the mentality. We get to be how we are, freedom of speech, and whenever says our freedom of speech sucks and we should be better, that's canceling you.
Sure.
That's telling you need to be better and you should be ashamed of yourself.
Conservative Central here, invite Jody in and talk to him yourself. He won't come talk to me.
No,
you're right.
He won't talk to
Michael
any of us. He won't. That's the thing, is like he would not come on.
I said, Andy, you should be the better man and stop encouraging him. Because
Andy won't, and I want to talk about that too. Because
I said that on my stream last night. I said,
and I know
because
So this is like the thing is, like, when I talk about, like, you know, yes, things you say will be used against you. I've said dumb things that get used against me all the time.
I have too, and it's not very cool.
That is the thing is understanding and acknowledging that you've made those mistakes, not repeating them consistently to show no growth of character.
People that are at me right now, Matt, because of my friendship with you and someone else, and they are attacking me because I'm friends with you and I collab with you.
Yeah, but haven't they been doing that though for like almost a year now? It feels like
they're doing it hardcore again.
Then that's fine.
But what I say is, you can't come. You don't have anything on me, and the stuff with Matt is from years ago. He has apologized for, and he said he would never do it again.
Mm-hmm.
What more can you ask him, Matt?
That's the
hold on a minute. Hey, Sickness. Actually, I read the previous comment. I'll just pull it up. I read the comment. I didn't even think about it. I knew what you were referring to. It actually made it worse when you corrected yourself. And then I went back and I read it. And I thought, oh, I get it now. Yeah, he was plugging him. So, if you guys get a chance, watch $3 Theater. It was a really good episode, and believe me, I was at work during the stream. If I wasn't, oh my god, I would have been clawing at the door like, let me in, because getting the chance to talk to these three guys, you know, these are three guys that I would consider friends. They're awesome, and especially Max, Enosh. Oh yeah, no, definitely. So you think it's bad? You're up at 12. It's 4:30 here. I'm sorry if you're blaming me for being up at 4:30. Well, then you know what? That's pretty cool. I am glad to be the reason why you're up at 4:30 in the morning, and I hope you're having a good time because you know, I am, but that's just me, and that's my opinion. All right, let's watch a little bit more of this, and then we're gonna wrap things up.
The thing is,
will you ever do that video again until the day you die?
Hey, Andy, let me ask you a question because you're here. Why don't you come on? Why don't you? Oh, you want me to text you the link to come on in? Because I know you have my number. I know you have my number.
We have.
I'm fully aware of what you've done with that too. So I fully am aware, and I know it was you. Why don't you come on? Why don't you come on and talk?
That.
Huh? You keep talking about all this stuff, right? All these things. You want to call me a troll. You want to say all this shit, dude. Why don't you come in and talk?
Here's me being nice to Andy. Here's me being nice to you, Andy, if you're still listening. You know how you say Ray Fisher watches you? Maybe he just didn't want his tweets shared on a live stream. He didn't want to give some people just don't want that. That might be why he deleted it. Big deal. If I was a celebrity, I wouldn't want someone using that on a live stream. I don't think he's obsessed with you, but I talking to you directly, Andy, that you're in the chat. You're in your bubble. The majority of people think you are wrong. You're a train wreck and you're a joke. And encouraging, I keep thinking of Jody's Corner,
Well,
to go down this path.
Yeah, you're
the
awesome.
lie
Sickness.
is that I said that I was doing it for
No,
views and that I
we don't know who sent that to Ray Fisher. We don't.
I didn't send it. I didn't send it
retweet-
to Ray Fisher. I didn't have anything to do with that. I made a video that was up on YouTube for over a week, and then one day I woke up and Zeverfed sent me a message on YouTube saying congratulations for the shout out from Ray Fisher, and I said, "What are you talking about?"
Well, I think it's dangerous I think you should question.
Exactly. That's the thing, is that if you know Enosh, he did not do this. Well, okay, let me put it this way. We all make videos for views and clicks. Don't get me wrong. Even this video, I'm making it for views and clicks. But first and foremost, I do because I'm having fun. I love talking to you guys. I love hanging out with you guys. And it's just something, it's just fun to do. But to say that he made a video because he was trying to get clicks and views, like that was his number one priority, is so wrong. That's not what he was trying to do at all.
Well, here's the thing, Andy. I've seen your little clip that you've been touting around, and there's another couple seconds of that clip that you like to forget out. The next time he says it, he doesn't say yay, he says gay. Even YouTube subtitles pick up on that, and the algorithm is so astute on this platform, it can determine what my facial expression is.
Well, he said in his apology video today, even if I said it, so what? Because he said his no. I mean, was this not his apology or not apology?
This wasn't an apology video. This was an hour-long coping.
Yeah, no. But he said this is my humor, and I think that's offensive to Black communities too, to say that this is just the humor of no. This I recognize.
Hey, poor Enosh too. If you look at his face, he looks so tired. And maybe he wasn't. I don't know. I think I'm tired for him because I knew how late he was up the night before and everything he had to do today. So, kudos to him for for battling through all this. And he's an awesome guy, by the way. So if you guys haven't seen it, check out $3 Theater on Matt Jarbo's channel. It's a great video. It's almost 52 minutes long, but it's definitely worth a watch. I enjoyed it. I thought it was great. Let me see something here. See, when you're by yourself, you can't see the background. So AK had a really good comment. And he brought it up earlier and he actually reposted it, which thank you for doing that because I was going to go back and find it anyway. But he says, "Hey, Nickatina, do you think Justice Con was overhyped? Maybe that's why Tyler was disappointed with the event." Now, here's the thing. Yes, I do think that it may have suffered from a bit of overhype because I know that as streamers, YouTubers, what have you, our goal was to hype the shit out of Justice Con, not just for clicks and views, but we were going to overhype because that was the point, was to give the fans an incredible experience, generate hype, generate excitement for the event, and that's what I was set out to do. Now, when we saw the clip, I think, a lot of us were like, wait, this is it? That doesn't make any sense. I thought we were going to see Steppenwolf or we're going to see Ben Affleck's Batman or something. I know. I thought that at least. I sort of said that on the vodka stream, and they all made fun of me for that. But anyway, yes, I think that it may have suffered from a bit of overhype, but at the end of the day, it was still a massive success. Justice Con was a massive success. And that clip that Zack Snyder showed that had Black Suit Superman was incredible. He looked amazing in that black suit. You can't tell me otherwise. He looked amazing. Now, was this a scene that we've already seen? Yeah, it was. It was a scene that we've already seen. If you ask Jody, he'd probably tell you that it was supposed to be the red and blue suit, and now it's actually changing it to black because he's trying to change his narrative, which is far from the truth. Zack shot 2 movies. Zack shot two versions of the same movie. He shot his version and he shot the studio's version. Every day during the dailies, he would get notes from the studio saying, we want this in the movie now. We want this. And on top of that, he even said it. They filmed the movie and then he had to go back and film it the way they wanted to. So it goes to show you right there that he had a lot of his film shot, but there were certain parts of it that was not shot. And if there is additional footage to be shot, which I'm almost certain that there is, from everything I heard in my sources, I'm about 99.9% confident that he will be shooting additional scenes, and that will be announced at DC Fandom. Now, if you follow the Cultured Nerd, Taylor Murphy has also gone down saying that that Ben Affleck has already been in talks, in negotiations for a new contract. And I want to say that they've even said that they have already signed a new contract. Either way, I don't think there's any way possible that he doesn't come back. I think for sure he'll come back. I think that at DC Fandom, they're going to, if they're smart, and they are, especially now that AT&T's in charge, they're going to bring the house. They're going to drop the hammer. And they're going to bring not only Zack Snyder, but you're going to see Ray Fisher. You're going to see probably Jason Momoa, Ezra Miller, all of them, including Ben Affleck. And I think we're going to get an announcement of Ben Affleck's Batman. At least I hope we do, because I think he deserves it. He deserves the opportunity to make his movie or make it into a show, however they want to do it, because I want to see that story with him and Deathstroke. I want to see that, and I think a lot of fans want to see that. If you guys want to see that, chime in the chat and let me know. But I think that would be incredible to see Ben Affleck's Batman in a solo movie or a show on HBO Max. That would be just incredible. Michael S. writes, I'm not a huge fan of DC. I just like the Dark Knight trilogy, but I like people here, so I watch anyway. Well, that's good. I hope you like me. But the Dark Knight trilogy is badass. I love the Dark Knight trilogy. I love Batman Begins. I love The Dark Knight. I even like Dark Knight Rises as well. Now, did it have its faults? Yes. But I thought Batman Begins is an incredible movie. I love Batman Begins. I absolutely love it. It's so closely related to, has so many connected parts to Batman Year One, with the SWAT team scene and everything else. No, it's such a good movie. And the Tumblr scene, it's incredible. Let's see. We got somebody trying to come in the chat right now. VK. Hi, you there?
I wanted to say you're amazing. All right, keep up the great work. I sobbed.
Well, thank you. You sound awfully familiar. Do I know you?
No, you don't.
Okay. Sound like somebody else I know, but still, it's awesome to have you on here, and thank you for coming on. Let me get rid of it.
I gotta go now.
Okay, thank you. I think I know who that was, and if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I can accept being wrong. Believe me, I'm wrong enough in my life on a daily basis that I can accept it. So I'm fine with that. Hot take: Dark Knight Rises is better than Dark. I disagree. No.
No.
Yeah, that's not it. That's in fact that's a fail. I gotta get rid of that last part. Yes, no, but I think it is a good movie, and I fully enjoy the movie. But I believe that The Dark Knight is much better than Dark Knight Rises, and that's my opinion. Let's see. Yeah, Star Wars is my life. I love Star Wars. I can watch Star Wars all day long. Obviously, I'm a fan of the original trilogy. And from the sequel trilogy, I mean, honestly, I thought that The Force Awakens. I know that was Ascended. I know that was him. I could hear his voice. He was trying to change it. He was like, "Oh, hello," but I had a feeling that was Ascended. So Ascended, thank you for stopping in. Thank you for saying hi. Yeah, I mean it's midday over there. If you want to come on, you could do that. But no, Ascended Ancient is a good friend of mine. He's an amazing person, and he was the first one to actually introduced me to streaming because we did a live stream for the Man of Steel watch party and a reaction to it. So it was a lot of fun. Michael S. writes, Dark Knight Rises, Dark Knight, and Batman Begins. And I say I don't agree with that. I see it as the other way around, but that's just me. Hey, and if you like Dark Knight Rises and you like it in that order, awesome. They're all good movies. They're all really, really good movies. But let's see. I love the sequels. Top 3 is Star Wars movies. Top 3 Star Wars movies. 1, The Rise of. I hate all these acronyms. Let's see. Yeah, exactly. That's not true for the most part. Yeah. All right, you guys. So it's 36 minutes past the hour here on the West Coast, 1:36 a.m. I'm going to go ahead and end the stream because I have to go to bed. I have to take my kid to school in the morning, and they tend to wake up at the crack of dawn, when I am still like dead asleep. So I want to thank you guys for being here. Thank you guys for for all your amazing chats. I had a lot of fun. Thank you to everyone who Hassan who came on, DC Extended who came on. DC Extended, you are the man. I fucking love this guy. You're at every stream. Sickness, AK, Michael S, Phobic. You guys are all incredible. Dr. Fate, you were here earlier. I don't think you're here now. But thank you so much for coming on. I love hanging out with you guys and just talking. And I will be back on. God, what day is it? Oh, it's Friday night. What? Oh, it's Friday now. I actually might go on tomorrow night or tonight, Friday night. If not, I will definitely be on here Saturday night as well. Sickness, I know you're on the West Coast because I'm Andre Nickatina coming from the cuts. Or I forgot the line. I just totally butchered it. And that's another reason why I just go by Nickatina because, if I went by Andre Nickatina and I start making money off of this, I don't want the rapper Andre Nickatina to show up and be like, hey, man, what the hell? But I'm a big fan of his work, but, thanks, Nickatina. You're awesome, buddy. Thank you so much, AK, and thank you for being here. You had a really good comment about being overhyped. And I think that's something that we do have to kind of look at for next time is that is there an overhype that can hurt the event? And I think at this point you can say yes, that is possible to kind of overhype an event and just that it may let people down. I mean, you're in Colorado, right on. I hate the Denver Broncos. You know what? I don't hate them. I'm a Niner fan, so West Coast is the best coast. Yes, it is. Phobic, are you in the West Coast? Because if you are, that's awesome. That is really, really awesome. AK also wrote Revenge of the Sith, Empire Strikes Back, Rise of Skywalker. Are those your favorite 3 in that order? Is it? AK, please respond. I need to know. If this is your favorite 3 in that order, I mean, look, Revenge of the Sith is a good movie. Empire Strikes Back is the best. Rise of Skywalker has no business being there.
It's a trap.
But, let's see. My top 3 are Revenge, Empire, Star Wars. Yeah, no, I fully agree. Revenge of the Sith is a good movie. It was the best out of the prequel trilogy, if I can talk right. But no, yeah, he's in California. Okay, it's up to you if you want to answer this. Are you in Northern or are you in Southern California? Because if you don't live in California, if you live in California, you'll know that Northern and Southern are almost like two different states. It's two totally different worlds that we all live in. I'm in Northern California. This is the world that Jesus lived in. No, but no, I'm in Northern California. I'm near San Francisco. And I love being in California. I love being in Northern California. Air is always fresh. What's this? Miami Dolphins is my team. Oh, right on. They're going through a transition period for the past like 15 years. But hey, they'll come around. All teams, eventually, they all come around. I think Star Wars is cheesy. It is, Shri. It is. It's very cheesy. It is the epitome of cheesy. But that's why I love it. That is why I love Star Wars. It's because it's so cheesy. I love it. I absolutely love Star Wars. I've loved it since I was a kid. Yes, there are two different worlds. Yes, California has two different worlds in one state. I'm so sorry, people in Cali. What a terrible state. How dare you? How dare you talk about California that way? How dare you? No, I mean, there's plenty of things about California that suck. But there are also plenty of things that are great. Like we all surf in California. No, we don't. I've never surfed in my entire life. And in fact, I'm scared of the ocean because there's sharks. There's giant colossal squid. There is megalodons. I want no part of that. No part of the deep ocean. No way. That's this. AK writes, Revenge of the Sith for the prequels. Okay. Empire for the OG and the Force Awakens for the sequels. Yes. Yes. Super chat, baby. Super chat. Where is it? Where is it? Here it is.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money. Money, money, money.
Dollar, dollar. Dollar, dollar.
No, I fully agree with you. Those are my favorite out of each trilogy. I agree with you, AK. We're on the same page. Bright minds think alike, and you and I think alike when it comes to our favorite movies out of each trilogy. Miami's always been my team since I was a kid. That's awesome. The Niners are always my team since I was a kid. Monterey County, really? I love Monterey County. It's beautiful down there. I love the Monterey Bay Aquarium. I think my kids there, they love it. Gavin Newsom is like the guy from American Psycho. I never thought about that, but yeah, I think you're kind of right. Yes, how dare you? It's a wonderful and beautiful and other things. Mother took me to see Jaws as a kid. I don't swim. I loved Rise of Skywalker and The Last Jedi. Sue me. Hey, you know what? If you do, you do. You know what? I thought that The Rise of Skywalker would have been a good movie. Or actually, hold on. I screwed that whole thing up. I think The Rise of Skywalker, the story of The Rise of Skywalker, if it was a video game, I think it would be badass. But as a movie, there were just too many things happening in that movie. I mean, it really felt like if that's what you were going to do, then you had to make that into two movies or two parts because there was just so much going on. So much going on. Niners, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Hey, we're going to be back in Super Bowl. We're going to be back there again next year, and we're going to I don't want to swear. We're going to fucking win. We're going to win. It's bad officiating. A lot of holding going on, but, that's just me. All right, you guys. I want to thank you so much for coming on here. I will be back probably tomorrow night. I'll post it on Twitter, let you guys know when I'm coming back. But definitely, if I'm not here tomorrow night, I will be here Saturday night, and then I will be doing the main show, the Nickatina show on Sunday night. In fact, if my Sunday nights get back to being a regular day off for me, because ever since this COVID thing hit, my days off kept changing because they're like, oh my God, because people are dropping like flies at work because, you know, they don't want to be around people. They're, they're scared for their own health, and it's understandable. But if I go back to getting my Sundays off, then yes, I will continue to run with the Nickatina Show Sunday Nightcap, where we cap off the week and all the top stories that we that occurred that week, and a lot more as well. And DC Extended, my favorite basketball team is the Golden State Warriors. In fact, come over here. In fact, there we go, baby. That's it right there. Strength in numbers. And this is actually from the conference finals in 2016. I have a number of shirts, playoff shirts. I've been to NBA finals. I'm a huge Warrior fan. Huge Warrior, Niner, and Giants fan. Yeah, that's me. What's his phobic? No, I love the film. It's just he is him. Okay. The movie was so lame. I think you're trying to say no, or maybe you're trying to say it was tamed. I don't use Twitter. It's literally LA County and an app, so I don't use it. That's true. It is very true. Twitter can be very very dirty, very, very, very skeevy. Yeah. Your team is the Steelers, and you love the Kings. Are you talking about the LA Kings or the Sacramento Kings? I mean, I guess we're talking about basketball, so yes, the Sacramento Kings, all the way from Colorado. And DC, I love your logo, by the way. I finally clicked on it to see the picture on your logo. I like how my name is right there as well. But no, it's a badass logo. In fact, I want to see the whole thing because I see other names and they're cut off. I'm like, dude, I want to see the whole picture. The Bulls are your team. Hey, the Bulls were some shit. Hey, when they had MJ, the Bulls were legit. I love watching them win, even though my Warriors were horrible during those times. I love watching the Bulls because they were just so incredible. And watching Michael Jordan, I mean, to this day, he's still the best NBA player I've ever seen in my life. He just, as a shooting guard at 6'6", he was a perfect size for a shooting guard. He can handle the ball. He can shoot the ball. He can dunk. He can drive. He did it all. And on top of that, it's like we get the game. Oh, everyone gets a free shirt. On top of that, land on the floor. And land on the floor, that's not good. But on top of that, he was just so dominant. So dominant. What's this? I'm not watching the NFL anymore, but I still love college football. College football is incredible. I can't wait till the world gets back to normal and we get our regular sports because I love college football. I love it. I love college football. It's so much fun to watch. I'll send it to you on Twitter. What are you going to send me? Or are you talking to somebody else? College football is the best. Penn State for the win. Penn State, they have an illustrious history, and they have a bad history recently, but they will move on from that. And I think they already have, to tell you the truth. What's this? American Psycho book was incredibly gory and borderline pornographic. The movie was tame. You can only take it so far. If you're going to take it that close to the book, then more than likely you're looking at like a mini series on like HBO or something like that where you can really just get hella gory nasty. You know what I mean? Hell yeah, it is. That's a tight ass logo to see extended. I like the green because Green Lantern is my favorite. Yeah, no, that logo is badass. I was looking at it today at work. I was like, damn, this thing has everyone's name on it. This is incredible. I love it. Absolutely love it. I haven't seen Rise yet. Last Jedi was a big letdown for me. I agree. The VFX and CGI was awesome, but I didn't like it. Yeah, I mean, cinematically, the shots they had in there and the scenes were beautiful. Such a beautiful movie. And I was talking to Enosh from Point Extra Lounge, and he actually opened me up to a whole new perspective of Last Jedi. But when I watched Last Jedi, I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. because it didn't. We had a lot of expectations from The Last Jedi, and they went in a totally different direction, which, that was hard. It's very hard. Yeah, Joe Paterno. He did nothing wrong, unless he knew about it. But either way, rest in peace, Joe Pa. I thought YouTube censored me. Luke in the last Jedi is the best Luke. I don't agree with that. I disagree with that. Oh, that's the wrong one. No, I hated him in Last Jedi, but Enosh gave me a new perspective on it, so I kind of understand. But still, I don't like it.
Not cool. Not cool.
I thought it was not cool at all. Very much not cool. I can't wait for my college football team to come back. It's Texas is my team. Yeah, Texas is a good team. Texas Longhorns. Mine is Dark Side with Thanos' head cut off. What? What are you talking about? That sounds pretty cool, but I don't know what you're talking about. I love all the Star Wars movies, but my all-time favorite used to be called Star Wars. Yeah, it was. Star Wars: A New Hope used to just be called Star Wars, but as they introduced all the episodes and trilogies, and then it became Star Wars: A New Hope. I love how we suck. What? I love how we have such different opinions on Star Wars, but we are all still fans. We are still fans, and we all have different opinions. And see, that's the thing, is like that's what makes the world fun, is that it's everyone has their own opinion, and I respect other people's opinions. Drunk. I'm not drunk, so let's not go there. Darkseid doesn't require a special glove. Oof. No, he doesn't. He's just a badass. He's just a badass. Oh, I get it now. Yeah, no, I like that. I like that a lot. All right, you guys. Thank you so much for being on here and chatting with me. I will see you again probably tomorrow night. I will post on Twitter, and I'll make the announcement. When the show is going to be at, probably at the same time, and what other topics are going to be or whatnot. It doesn't really matter. The main idea is that we just come on here, we talk, we hang out, and we just have a good time, and then we go to bed super late at night. So. All right, you guys, I want to thank you so much for coming on. Sickness, AK, Dr. Fate, who came back later, DC Extended, Michael S. Am I forgetting anybody else? Phobic. How can I forget about Phobic? All you guys, thank you so much for being on here. And Amshri. I cannot forget about Amshri. What was that? Well, anyway. I will stay safe. Yes, DC forever. DC forever. DC is my bread and butter. I love DC, and I mean, don't get me wrong. I like the MCU as well. I mean, I have a freaking Spider-Man right here and everything, but DC is my bread and butter, and I love the direction that they're going in with the Snyderverse. I love how different they are. And that's the best part, is that you have to be different from one another. You cannot be the same. You can't copy each other, because then you just can't. You can't do it. You cannot do it. Time to go watch Jarbo and Enosh videos. My eyes wide open. It's a good one. It was good. You'll enjoy it. Okay. Peace out, bro. All right. Peace out, you guys. And with that, I will say, oh, here we go. I think so, huh? Well, we'll see about that. Come DC fandom. Oh, and like I said, be on the lookout. It'll be tomorrow, the next day. We'll see. There will be a post for a DC fandom watch party that we're putting together. Right now, it's in its early stages. Once we know more of the schedule, then we'll start breaking things up, and we'll start, doing our sort of crisis event, which will be a lot of fun. No. And with that, I will see you guys Probably tomorrow night. Thank you.